जना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुलं लयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। 5.5 Where are we reading from? Chapter 5 only, right? 5 only?
Yes, Guruji.
Verse number 16. ज्ञानेन तु तद् अज्ञानं येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवच् ज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परम् ज्ञानेन तु तद् अज्ञानं येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवच् ज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परम् ज्ञानेन तु तद् अज्ञानं येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवच् ज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परम्। Two devotees can recite.
ज्ञानेन तु तद् अज्ञानं येषां नाशितम् आत्मनः तेषामादित्यवच् ज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परम्।
ज्ञानेन तु तद् येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवच् ज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परम्। ज्ञानेन by knowledge to but tat that ajnana nescience yesham whose nashitam is destroyed atmana of the living entity tesham their adityavat like the rising sun jnanam knowledge prakashayati discloses tatparam Krishna consciousness. Translation. When, however,
When
However,
however
one is enlightened with the
one
knowledge
one is enlightened with the knowledge
by which naissance is destroyed,
by which naissance is destroyed,
then his knowledge
then his knowledge
reveals everything
reveals everything
as the sun
as the sun
lights up everything
lights up everything
in the daytime.
in the daytime.
So the idea is when there is darkness, we cannot see anything. When the sun comes, everything is revealed to us. Likewise, the cause of our happiness and distress, these cycles, is because we have done action or we do action without knowledge. Without knowledge means we don't have full clarity of what to do, what not to do. And we think we are doing the right thing and we do the right thing, but laws of nature works nonetheless. And that's why, just like the sun dispels all the darkness, likewise, when one is enlightened with transcendental knowledge, pure knowledge through Bhagavad Gita and other Vedic literature, when one has clarity of what to do, what not to do, then one doesn't take wrong action. And also, this knowledge, transcendental knowledge, it burns on one side, this knowledge burns the reaction of previous sins. So whatever discomfort or distress is in our life is because of previous sins. But then this knowledge on one side, it rectifies our action in future and it burns the reaction from the past. And that's why a devotee becomes happily situated in this world, in this life and the next. Okay, thoughts?
So this knowledge, the knowledge of understanding the God is enough, or we have to do the bhakti.
The Lord is situated in our heart. And when we develop the relationship with Him, we'll have complete clarity how to act in which situation. The Lord will tell us. And when we do something wrong, we'll know within our heart, I messed it up. So when we develop the relationship, then everything is revealed to us from within our heart. But to develop a relationship, it is said only through devotion that relationship is developed. And through Bhagavad Gita, we understand how to practice devotional service, how to develop our relationship with the Supreme. And when we follow that path, that requires a particular practice. When we follow that path, the relationship is more and more we become like united with Lord's direction. And when that relationship is developed, then it's like everything is clear. Because the Lord knows everything. One of the name of the Lord is omniscient. He knows everything. But we don't. When we are independent with the Lord, then we act out of ignorance. We don't know what to do, what not to do. And we act based on our experience, our life, what we have heard. So many external factors we act on. So everything is taken care once we have the perfect understanding through the relationship with the Lord in our heart. Till the time we don't develop that relationship, scriptures gives us guidance of what to do. And when we don't have knowledge of scriptures, then devotee association who knows the scriptures give us guidance on what to do. So there is Guru, Sadhu, Shastra and Paramatma. These are the four places where we get clarity about our life. Our spiritual master, devotees, scriptures and the Lord in our heart. In the beginning, it's more association. And then once we develop relationship with the scriptures, then we get the knowledge from the scriptures. And then we get the knowledge we hear from our spiritual masters, we get knowledge from Guru, and we also get the knowledge from Paramatma.
So it's first the sadhu sang, then the shastra, then the guru, and then the Paramatma.
Yes.
Guruji, okay, Bhagavad Gita is also giving us
Yes.
lots of information, knowledge, and so how to apply this? Like, we know this is right, this is wrong, but some way or another we, go toward, wrong direction. So how to fix our determination in doing the right thing after knowing this is right, this is wrong.
Association will give us strength. When we see somebody, and if there is a, say, material activity which is not good for us, and they're like, I have nothing to do with this. And if we are very attached, we see, ah, they're not interested. And they feel like, I also don't want to do it. So association gave us the strength. Just reading will not help. Lord Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita, but nobody was able to apply it for 4,500 years. Then Lord Chaitanya came, and then he showed how to apply what he himself spoke as Sri Krishna. When he showed by his own example how to apply, then others were able to follow. So we need right knowledge, and we need an example also.
So association means like how frequent, like
Actually, observing a devotee is very helpful. Observing the life of a devotee is very helpful. Okay, how they use their time, how they use their morning, their afternoon, their evening, midday, night, how they use their day.
how do you
How do you use?
How do I? I'm not a devotee. I'm trying to become a devotee.
so we are like more fallen, so
No.
you can guide us.
No. This is your humility. But living example helps. Living example helps. Okay. Any other question?
I think connected with God doesn't mean you need to sit and just chant. Anytime you are walking, you are doing something, you are connected with God. Just be conscious with God, right?
So Prabhuji, there is a sadhana that we do, a part of our time that we sit and invest in that relationship. And as that relationship becomes more and more awakened, then whatever you do, the relationship is with you.
That's what I was just trying to say.
Like
Not
for-
always not sitting 24
yes,
hours in
yes.
place.
Any relationship needs an investment of time.
Once you set up, then it's all moving.
And then also, once you develop that relationship, the investment in that relationship is continuous. So the day never comes when I'm self-realized. Self-realized means my investment is 100%. So investment keeps on increasing actually. My absorption, not I'm saying my, but person's absorption keeps on progressing with time. We invest, we develop deeper relationship, and the connection is more, it will be natural to invest in that more. It just keeps on growing actually. But in the beginning, it takes effort. Later on, it takes less effort. In the perfected state, it is effortless or it is natural. So right now, what seems like a work, later will be natural for us. But in the beginning, we are taking some turns in our spiritual life. So it needs some investment. Just like you enter a new job in a new domain and require some investment. Many people, they turn to software wherever they are. So they have to put a lot of courses and a lot of investment in that. And then later on, once they are like pro, it's like natural. They walk software, they talk software. So likewise, when we are changing our course in a spiritual direction deeply, then requires some effort from ourselves. And slowly, once the relationship is developed more and more, it becomes more and more natural. But then the software pro, they are more software conscious naturally than they were in the beginning. So it's like it's just in their mind all the time. We don't want to become software pro because even if we develop perfection in anything in this world, it is lost at the time of death. The only thing that is eternal and worth investment is our relationship with the divine. Because that is the only thing which we carry in the next life. Even if you do postdoc, I think you are postdoc, right? Many others about how many are postdoc here? There are 2 postdoc. But can you say in the next life, hey, I'm a postdoc? They say, there is nursery. Nursery? Postdoc? No, it's taken away. Yes, sir.
So if we make some progress in the spiritual path in this life, so in the next life, do we start with null or at the point where we
At the point where you left off. That is the only thing. In my childhood, I used to hear Gita Sar. Gita Sar में बोलते थे खाली हाथ आओगे खाली हाथ जाओगे. And later I realized actually we come with our devotion and we go with our whatever investment we have made, and that thing can never be reduced. Anything material can be reduced. We have whatever job, position, wealth, or association. Anything can be taken away. Anything in this world is taken away, can be taken away. When it is taken away, it pains based on how much attachment we have. But this is one thing that can never be reduced. It only keeps on increasing. And when it reaches a certain level of perfection, then clears our way to pure devotion.
I think that's the reason we take rebirth again.
I mean, it depends. We can take rebirth, being engaged in material activities, birth after birth. But once devotion begins, either this is our last life or very few life remain. Everybody who is sitting here, the devotion has already begun at some point of time. If not, it has begun today. Because we have performed kirtan. So either this will be our last life or very few life more remaining. Anybody sitting here. It is like devotion once began, the devotion attracts more devotion. Because once one develops taste for it, then one hankers for it more. And it's not going to stop. Even if we live, even if none of us see each other ever again in this life, next life we may see. So in our Vedic tradition, there is no such thing as this life, eternal, you go somewhere. No, it's a progression. But then why not, if it is so much beneficial, why not invest more in this life? See, if devotion is not there, struggle will be there. Why not be peaceful and happy? Why struggle? When there is an option, why not accept it? Okay, any other discussion? Yes, Siddharth.
So in the similar way, if we are attracted towards devotional service in this life, that means in the past life we were also into
Maybe or maybe not. We may have begun in this life, or we may be very much advanced in past life. That's why when you see somebody may be first time coming, but they may be very advanced soul. So by seeing, by their cloth, by their ashram, by their number of years, by the number of rounds, one cannot judge anybody. Prahlad Maharaj was 5-year-old, but great Vaishnava. So you cannot see by age also. One can be a small child, but maybe lifetimes ahead of us. So devotion is not something which is like professional experience. You get paid based on your, in this life. This is continuing from many lives. And that's why different people will make progress at different pace. That depends upon how much fire they have in the path of devotion, how much eager they are to grow. And how much eager they are to grow, that is coming from previous life. Yes, Karan.
So why then, like somebody, like let's say two people are having some previous bank account of devotion, and one is starting from very early stage in a family devotee, and one is starting at the age of like 30 or 35, or in some case like 40, 45. Like why so? Like is it because of the less devotion account, or
No. Whenever Krishna sees the time is favorable, Krishna will connect. And when we connect, we begin from where we left off in the previous life. So if we start at 25, so for 25 years maybe living in ignorance, maybe. And after 25, how much fire or eagerness I have in this direction to advance, that is a sign of past life.
so like maybe like in last 25 years we might be like living like a hell. So but after a certain point, it will be like a sudden change in your.
That is continuing from previous life. It doesn't matter when we connect. Till the time we connect, the life will be like same. And the moment we connect, we'll immediately begin the journey at the pace. And when Krishna feels the time is right, Krishna will connect. When life is too distracted and too much going on, and Krishna knows that even if he nothing will happen. So Krishna will wait for the right time. And then Krishna will ignite. And then he'll be like, hey, this is what I was looking for throughout my life. And he starts running in that direction. Example is Bhaktivinoda Thakur, eternal associate of the Lord. But when he came in this world, he was acting ignorant. And when he met his spiritual master, he began from the stage of Rati, which is a very advanced stage. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Lord himself. When he came in this world, he was acting like a scholar, Nimai Pandit. And the devotees will run away from him. The moment he met his spiritual master Ishwar Puri, and Ishwar Puri asked him to chant the holy name of Krishna, Mahaprabhu immediately started exhibiting that bhava which Rashimati Radharani has for Krishna. Right away it triggered. Till that time he was acting like a pandit. There are many examples that till that time they meet a bona fide spiritual master, till that time it's like life of life, like normal life in this world. Moment they meet, they start from where they left. And Mahaprabhu himself was introduced, he's the Supreme Lord himself, but through the example of the importance of meeting a bona fide spiritual master, he was introduced at the age of 18.
But he took sannyas at 24.
24. He was introduced at the age of 18. Till that time he was a Nimai Pandit, great scholar. He did exhibit devotion. But because he is the Lord himself, that time also he gave instructions. Like Keshav Kashmir, there are many examples. He delivered them. But then he was not externally manifesting anything till he met his spiritual master. Because he is the Lord, he was doing it. But he was showing an example also. Okay, more discussion. No question.
This
Yes.
is Prabhuji, you told that like the bhakti or the spiritual progress that we have made in this life that goes with us.
Yes.
So does the karma.
Yes.
So that is also go with us.
Yes.
So yeah, but it doesn't starts from there or something. It's just a
Huh.
how does we make a
Karma can continue for many lives. The reaction of the karma, if we are carrying this for many, many lives actually. Very heavy baggage we are carrying behind us. So if we add some devotion in that bag, then the bag will start to reduce.
start to reduce.
I used to thought like after end of Kali Yuga, so like after Chaturya we'll go back to Godhead. But then I came
We
to know
but doesn't
then
happen
I
like
came to know that we'll start again with that last
Yeah.
desire
yeah.
in the Satyuga.
We are Nitya Baddha Jeev. Nitya Baddha Jeev means eternally conditioned, eternally bound in this material existence. And it is said, Brahmanda Brahmite Kauna Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasadeta Bhakti Lata Beach. We are eternally bound, but the moment we find a bona fide spiritual master, Lord Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, immediately our life becomes fortunate. And immediately the path of liberation begins. Kauna Bhagyavan. So we all have become fortunate at some point of time in our life.
Question, Prabhuji. The verse 2.40, Neha Vikram Nastasthi, it doesn't say anywhere that it will start from the where you left. It will say there is no
Nashosthi, there is no
loss. There is no diminution or no loss,
So
right?
that means no loss means it is never lost. Whether there is death or whether anything, whatever we have made progress,
It will stop there.
it will never be taken away from us. There is never a loss. If we forget it, then we lost it. But Krishna said, Nashosti. Pratyavana vidyate. Swalpamapi yasya dharmasya. Even little advancement in this path of Krishna consciousness, Trayato Mahato Bhava, will deliver us from the greatest type of fear also. Fear is a very common problem in this world. Even the greatest type of fear we can overcome by even a little advancement in this path of devotional service.
And second question for this one.
Second, पूरा स्टोर करके रखते हैं.
नहीं, like the people will start at any age. Like people are asking devotees that they will start at age of 25, 30 or whatever the baggage they have. They will start, and it happens also after that sometimes they will quit. So then Krishna has given the opportunity that you can start wherever they will start. It will spark will come. It will start automatically. When the spark gone, the people also quit. So why?
Well-
What is the reason for the quitting?
Two reasons. One is offenses, one is bad association. Either when we commit offenses or when we have bad association. Bad association will people will say, okay mostly, प्रोग्राम जा रहे हैं, पागल हो गए क्या? इस उम्र में ये सब करने की क्या आवश्यकता है? खाओ पियो ऐश करो यार, एक जीवन है, अपना एंजॉय करो. कहाँ फंस गए सब चक्करों के पीछे? तो क्या हो गया? वी हैव फेल इन असत्संग. And what does bad association does? If their faith in material life is stronger than our faith in spiritual life, they'll pull us. If our faith in spiritual life is stronger than their faith in material life, we pull them. So that's why it is said first we should become strong in our own roots of our spiritual life. Then you go out and share. Till that time, just practice and grow your own faith, grow your own experiences. Another is offenses. Devotees are very dear to the Lord. And when we offend devotees of the Lord, then the Lord is displeased. When the Lord is displeased, the Lord take away that eagerness from our heart. So we may think that I don't want it, but actually Lord has taken away the eagerness from our heart. When the Lord is inspiring, nothing can stop us. When the Lord inspires, nothing can stop us. And when the Lord takes away the inspiration, nobody can come here till Krishna sanctions it. Nobody can come here.
Because it's very, like, one question is that's still there in my mind, like, for a long time. The question is like this. So there are many people who are doing very good thing in life, like for the society, for the people, and let's say there are scientists who do a lot of good work. I'm not saying like just innovation. Yeah, so many people are doing many good things. But some people get the eagerness to get in, to know about the Krishna or this path. Why they don't get it? It's like, I understand that in Bhagavad Gita it says that there are 4 kind of people who don't get into this, and 4 kind of people who get goes to the Krishna. But when they are good at heart, like Sattva Guna is there in them. Yeah. But why they are not get this spark, or why they don't get into the sadhu sang, or why they just stay?
They are 2 parallel tracks. They have no connection between each other. Mode of goodness, being a good person, and the path of devotion has no connection. Mode of goodness does not lead one to devotion. Devotion lead one to devotion. These are 2 parallel tracks going life after life. One may be in mode of ignorance, a very bad person, maybe because of whatever karma he has done. But whatever bhakti he has accumulated, that is going to continue with him. So it's not that only mode of goodness people will take a bhakti. Anybody in any mode can take a bhakti. These are 2 parallel tracks. There is no...
How someone then jump from here to there?
By Agyat Sukriti, unknowingly they enter devotional service. And then bhakti gives rise to bhakti. You go to the temple, pay obeisances to the Lord. My Lord, give me green card. Okay, fine. But there is bhakti there. It's mixed bhakti, it's not pure bhakti. We're not going, my Lord, how can I serve you? We go, my Lord, this is how you can serve me. And if you serve me, $1, I'll also serve you. So it's mixed bhakti. It's not like, how can I serve you? It's like, my Lord, this is what you can do for me. But there is devotion in there, because at least they are not thinking I am the doer. Rather they are thinking there is somebody else who can help me, who is more powerful than me. So there is devotion is there, but mixed. That will increase. When they have reciprocation further. So once it comes to the point, then they are like, what do I do now? Then the eagerness will be more. So Agyat Sukriti leads to more Agyat Sukriti. Eventually, they lead to the path of devotion. They become more and more stronger. It may take many lifetimes. It can be this life. But that has nothing to do with the 3 modes.
The 3 modes.
Only bhakti gives rise to bhakti. Karma, jnana, nothing else gives rise to bhakti.
maybe that bhakti is indirect in the initial stage, in the first step, but it has to be bhakti.
Yes, only bhakti. It's not that somebody is doing their duties perfectly, helping everybody, and they'll become a devotee. No, that is path of karma. There can be good karma, there can be bad karma. Path of karma is not a cause of bhakti. Bhakti is a cause of bhakti. Bhakti grows by bhakti. But bhakti permeates karma also. So one start doing one's activities, keeping Krishna in the center, my Lord. Om Tat Sat. I offer this to you. Madarpana. I am doing this as an offering to you. Krishnastu Arpana. Sab tumhare liye. So then they are making the bhakti starts with bhakti, and then bhakti expands in the whole life also. Then the whole life becomes bhakti. Then everything becomes investment in that root of devotion. Again and again we water the roots.
Do we need to influence people to bring here, or they will come their own?
We can become an instrument, but who comes, who doesn't come is up to the Lord. And 100 people may come. Some will stay, some will go. Again, it depends upon the Lord. How much inspiration one has. Some may be like, this is what I was looking for. And some may be like, 5:37, 23 minutes more. Somehow I'll tolerate this and never come back again. Last time. And then how the Lord is sitting in their heart. Based on one's sukriti, one piety in devotion, they will have different inspiration. So nobody becomes devotees because of us, or nobody goes away from Krishna because of us. Everyone is carrying from their own previous life, and this is just an environment of devotion. Those who has it, the spark will create fire in them and they will grow.
But when, as you said, like we cannot, discourage someone to be in the devotion. So, but like for example, a newcomer is there, new devotee is there, and out of nowhere we just criticize him or scold him or
That is our fault. Because the thing is, they may have devotion, but then they also have mind and false ego. And if we hurt their mind, false ego, if we hurt them, then the devotional aspect may want to come back. But then because they are hurt, they will stop themselves. So then we became an instrument to create obstacle in their path of devotion. So that is our part. Whoever comes, we treat with love, treat with respect, we try to encourage. And if they come back or not, or how fast they grow, at what pace, that is between them and Krishna. Good question. Okay. All the ladies are very silent and observing. They are like,
Previous one that you said that being an instrument of not letting that person come. But isn't Krishna stopping us from doing that? Stopping us from not being an instrument of putting a negative thought or hurting that other person's ego? Wouldn't Krishna stop us since we are already a Krishna devotee? Wouldn't Krishna stop us from being that negative?
there will be a reaction. We have a free will. And we are not, I'm saying we, anybody can be there. We are not pure devotees also. We are practicing. So we have our own mind, intelligence, false ego also. And we may become disturbed at something, and we are not pure, perfected souls. So we may act in a way that is detrimental to somebody else. We will have a reaction for that. And Krishna will teach us through some lessons that how what we did is wrong. And the other person may not come back here because we made a mistake. But because he has devotion in his heart, Krishna will connect him somewhere else at some point of time. Their devotion cannot be checked, and we will learn our lessons for what wrong we did.
One, there is a very basic question people ask, what is karma? Like in somebody in YouTube, it was mentioned, when you control your desire, that is the karma. So can you little bit, you can give light on that, what is karma?
Controlling our desire is we are avoiding ourselves to get into a karma bandhan. Karma is anything we do is a karma. Any action we take. That karma can be a bhakti karma. That karma can be maybe like varna, ashram, dharma. Based on varna, based on ashram. That karma can be a sinful activity. Karma can be according to scriptures, against scriptures can be devotion. And everything will have reaction accordingly. If we act according to our duty, then it will be a good karma and we will get maybe facilities, job, wealth, beauty, good association. We will get benefits if we do our duty. If we neglect our duty, it becomes sin. Or if we do a sinful activity, then some negative reactions may come. And if we do devotion, then our desire to go for clear knowledge will come. So karma is anything we do, and everything has a reaction. But there is, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says 3 kinds of karma is there. There is good karma, there is vikarma, and there is akarma. Vikarma is what is against scriptures. Killing an animal, intoxication, illicit relationship outside marriage. These are all vikarmic activities, gambling. Vikarma. That will have a negative reaction. The kind of suffering we give to somebody else is gonna come to us. May not be today, tomorrow. May not be tomorrow, next life. But whatever distress we cause to others gonna come to us. So devotee becomes very careful because he knows what will be the repercussion of my action. So that is vikarma and vikarmic reaction. Then good karma is taking care of my duty. Like whether it's my children, spouse, job, whatever is my responsibility, I'm doing it to the society, whatever is like varna, ashram. Varna means brahmana, kshatriya, vaishya, shudra. Ashram means grihastha, vanaprastha, brahmachari, sannyasi. Brahmacharya, grihastha, vanaprastha, sannyasi. So based on our situation in life, we have recommended certain duties. When we do that, we accumulate good karma. We give charity. So when we are in need, we will be taken care of. So in a way, everything is gonna come back to us, make our life comfortable. That is good karma. For example, we are well situated, well educated, living in America, having jobs, stable. This is all good karma. Good children having good maybe education, or everything is good karma. The family we are born in, the nation we are born in, everything is based on karma. Previous good karma, so good karma. So this is basically good karma. There is vikarma and there is bhakti karma, which is what we are doing now, is bhakti karma. Bhakti karma burns the previous karma.
Previous bad karma.
If we are supposed to go through some reaction in life, then devotion will burn that out. And whatever distress is destined for us in future will not come to us. So Krishna says an intelligent can distinguish between what is sinful, what is recommended, and what is devotion. In US, killing cow is nothing wrong in that. McDonald's proudly says, I serve 57,000 cows every day. But for him it's not a bad karma. For him it's okay to do that. But somebody who follows Shastra, it's a heinous act. So the laws of nature and the laws of karma don't match. May or may not match. So we follow, the laws will keep on changing. Previously it was a heinous act, now it's allowed. So these laws, we don't go by the laws of this world. We go by the laws of the Shastra. And that is knowledge. Okay, anything
So,
else?
Guruji, anything we did is wrong. Like something we did and we realized this is wrong. And maybe years later we want to correct it and we become devotional. So then it depends on Krishna whether he will, totally remove the repercussions or he might lessen it. Is that correct?
That is correct. And when we lament is a sign of a good soul. And we take shelter of Krishna, more than likely it will be removed. Because we say, Krishna, Krishna, please forgive me. Krishna is like loving father. One of the most important symptom of Krishna is karuna. Very merciful. Anybody approach him with like genuine repentance, my Lord, please. He will be like,
Like sometimes, like we are, like you said, like for me, like I'm not a pure soul, so I would think this is right, this is wrong, but I will still do the wrong. Then next day I will realize that I did wrong. Then I will tell, okay, Bhagwan, please maaf kar dena. But sometimes it keep happening couple times.
then reaction आएगा. Why? Because Krishna wants sometime we learn easy way, and Krishna, all right. If we keep doing it, then Krishna says, hey, आप फायदा उठा रहे हैं.
Just like a father, right?
You are taking advantage. Then Krishna will give some hard time, because sometimes fear of hard time will make us not do things that we would normally do. So Krishna create that impression, and like hard impressions in life. You're like, no. That is also Krishna's mercy. Somehow through reaction, that time it may be hard for us, but somehow Krishna made us never do it again. Krishna. So that is Krishna's mercy. So in that way, good or bad, whatever comes in our life is seen as Krishna's mercy. Okay, more questions?
Next verse.
If we have time, I have one question.
Yes.
So is our engagement in material activities like earning money, maintaining a family, are these things like holding our spiritual progress back
No.
in comparison to someone who is a sannyasi who can devote full time to those things compared to someone who is like also doing material activities and also
Maybe not. Based on the consciousness. It is said ashram is not an obstruction. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Grehe Thakur, Vanya Thakur, Sada Hari Bole Thakur. Whether you're Grahast ashram, Manapast ashram, Brahmacharya, Sannyas ashram, Sada Hari Bole Thakur. Keep on taking the name of Hari. And that taking the name of Hari will permeate in our activity. And eventually, we may be earning, maybe taking care of family, maybe doing all those things. But initially, it may be out of desire. Eventually, it may become out of devotion. So, if we are having a personal time where we are practicing our own spiritual life, everything else will be spiritualized gradually. Anything else? Nothing else, then we can read one more verse.
So, like the guru, like as you mentioned, like the ashramas doesn't matter. So the grihastha also doing all their work, doing the job, doing everything. Also, they can go back to Krishna.
Of course. Srila Prabhupada was in Grihasthashram. Bhaktivinoda Thakur was in Grihasthashram.
But they left.
Many associates of the Lord, Srivas Thakur, Advaita Acharya, Nityendra Prabhu, never left Grihasthashram. So the Lord showed by his own. Bhishma Dev is Brahmachari. Arjuna was Grihastha. Both attained perfection. You will see after 50 years, the amount of taste a Brahmachari has, maybe similar amount of taste a Grihastha may have also. Maybe a Grihastha has more taste, Maybe a brahmachari has more taste. It's all based on our sincerity in devotion. रास्ता clear है. How sincerely we are walking. One may be renounced order and may maintain attachments. One may be grahastha ashram and may not maintain attachment. A sadhu is not known by a mark or by a dress or by the color. A sadhu is known by devotion in his or her heart.
But when someone is in the grihastha, how he will become detachment, completely detached? Because that person has some responsibility towards all the people. So is it the knowledge that everything else is like temporary, and whatever I'm doing, it's my job, that I'm doing because of it's a job. That's
How
how.
if we have 2 children or more? When there was, and many of you are married, yes. What happens when marriage is there? Na? Husband and wife very attached to each other. When child comes now, then wife attachment divides between husband and the child. When the second child comes, then wife attachment divides between first child and the second child. And second child feels like I'm getting neglected. My mom is not giving me that much. It happened to some of you. Right? It's natural because whatever attachment is there, it's getting divided based on as the family grows. Then we had Krishna in our life. In the beginning, Krishna is like hardly existing. We just in the picture. Then slowly some attachment may develop to him. Then slowly he will take all the attachment. He is Madan Mohan. Madan Mohan means even Cupid is attracted by Krishna. Cupid is the one who makes everybody fall actually. Even he, when he saw Krishna, he wanted to attract Krishna. When he saw Krishna, he fainted. That's why one of the name of Krishna is Madan Mohan. मदन को भी मोह लिया उन्होंने. हमको तो मोह ही सकते. मदन को मोह लिया उन्होंने. So what happens is, as we become more and more Krishna conscious, our relationship with Krishna deepens. And when we become more and more attached to Krishna, then he starts to slowly become the center of our life. And that does not mean we don't do our duty, our job, our children, our husband, our wife, all those things we do even with more ethic and love and care, because then we see all of them as devotees and all of them as part and parcel of the Lord, and the Lord is in all of their heart. Then all the like not so proper dealings are gone, and everybody, and that becomes Vaikuntha. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, when I come in my home, my wife is serving the Lord, my children are serving the Lord, I feel like I have come to Vaikuntha. So everything improves and Krishna comes in our life. Without Krishna, it's not so blessed life. We have 6 more minutes. Either we take more questions or we take more verses. Wow, like और भगवान पे सुनना चाहते. Wonderful. तद्बुद्धयस्तदात्माना तन्निष्ठास्तत्परायणा
गच्छन्ति पुनरावृत्तिं ज्ञानानिर्धूतकल्मषा.
Amazing verse actually. When one's intelligence, mind, faith, and refuge are all fixed in the Supreme, then one becomes fully cleansed of misgivings through complete knowledge, and thus proceeds straight on the path of liberation. So the first verse we saw last week, we saw Krishna says, I am not responsible for whatever good or evil may come. It is because of the individual's action out of ignorance. Then the last verse we saw is, with knowledge removes the darkness, just like the sun removes the darkness, and the heart is illuminated. This verse says how the knowledge is attained. Knowledge is attained when we put our faith, shelter, devotion, mind, intelligence, when everything becomes fixed in the Supreme. That's when the knowledge is attained.
Very difficult.
मैंने कहा इजी है, मगर बता रहा हूँ ये भगवान बोल रहे हैं, चलना तो हमें ये बोल. Somebody asked a question about vairagya. How the vairagya develops. You asked this question, right? How the vairagya develops. So there is a verse in Bhagavatam which says, Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Janayati Ashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayat Ahetukam. Which says, अगर आप वासुदेव भगवती, भगवान वासुदेव भक्ति योगा प्रयोजित, अगर आप भक्ति करेंगे भगवान वासुदेव को, हिंदी सब जानते हैं, भक्ति करेंगे भगवान वासुदेव को, जनयति इमीडिएटली आशु वैराग्य, वैराग्य उत्पन्न होना शुरू हो जाएगा. पर ये वैराग्य ये इमेच्योर वैराग्य नहीं है. घर छोड़ दिया, फैमिली छोड़ दिया, वो सब इमेच्योरिटी है एक्चुअली. वैराग्य मतलब आपका एक होता है ना इंजॉय करने का इच्छा, वो कम होना शुरू हो जाए.
मटेरियल लाइफ
इच्छा, जैसे कि गुलाब जामुन बहुत पसंद है, बाद में गुलाब जामुन देखोगे इट्स ओके. एक होता है ना वैराग्य आ गया गुलाब जामुन से, ये खाना है जितना अच्छा उतना खाओ, पर अंदर से वैराग्य आता है, मतलब इंजॉय करने का इच्छा कम हो जाएगा. आप संतुष्ट हो जाओगे अपने जीवन में. यू डोंट डिपेंड, योर हैप्पीनेस इज नॉट डिपेंडेंट अपॉन अ सर्टेन एक्टिविटी. ये किया तभी लाइफ में हैप्पीनेस है, तो लाइफ, तो वो वैराग्य अंदर के सेटिस्फैक्शन से आता है. अंदर आप संतुष्ट हो तो है ना, तो वो वैराग्य भक्ति से आता है. और जन्नति आशु वैराग्य ज्ञानम चाहिए अहितुका, और ज्ञान आता है. So it is said that these are the two kids of bhakti. Bhakti is wife and Krishna is husband. And they have two children. And those children are Gyan and Vairagya. जब आप कृष्णा की भक्ति कृष्णा की करोगे, तो अंदर से सेटिस्फैक्शन आएगा, वैराग्य आएगा और ज्ञान भी आएगा. So what Bhagavatam says is what Krishna is speaking here. When my mind, intelligence, faith and refuge are all fixed in the Supreme, then one becomes fully cleansed through complete knowledge. And once everything is clear, then one walks straight to the path of liberation. One gets caught up because one is attached. Like highway पे जा रहे हो, नहीं चलेगा, फिर no, this is the path, नहीं चलेगा, है ना. But then if you are a good driver, know how to drive, just walk straight. You don't have to split here. So the process is, in the beginning, we don't know. So we walk to the path of devotion. And then we get to know a little bit more. Some little bit vairagya comes and some knowledge also comes. So then now we are a little bit more careful walking on the path. A little bit more. Slowly we come. Next. Bhakti will provide everything. Now you have a question. He was very eager, but I wanted to complete.
No. I was listening. My question was like the most difficult part was fixing the mind in something, because when you gave the example of moving here and there when we're driving, so most of the time it's the mind which goes this way, that way. Like when the intelligence was supposed to be the master of the mind.
Yes.
How come the mind becomes stronger than the intelligence? Because our intelligence says that this is wrong, don't go there. But the mind goes there. So why it has become more stronger than the intelligence?
No, because intelligence has also become impure. Intelligence has lost the discrimination between right and wrong. So all of them are like same.
They're all gone.
And then when the intelligence becomes sharp, then mind is used to it. Mind wants to repeat pleasurable experiences.
Mm.
If you have a good experience in a restaurant, you want to go there again. If you don't have a good experience in a restaurant, you don't want to go there again. Mind wants to repeat pleasurable experiences. So mind has invested his pleasure in this world. So for mind to not give in to it, mind sees a higher taste. If mind has a higher taste, mind says, oh, alright, that's okay for me. Why? Because good. Mind needs a higher taste. You go to a restaurant, it's your restaurant for 20 years. Then you go to another restaurant, like, wow. Then you're like, okay, we'll go there. Why? This is a better option available. So mind needs to experience param drishtva nivartate. Higher taste. Then mind becomes stained.
Mhm.
Another thing is also advertisement. Pepsodent, Pepsodent, Pepsodent. Then we go and buy Pepsodent because we are exposed so much. Na? Likewise, we want to expose our mind to Krishna. By coming here, sometimes we like it, sometimes we may not like it, but we are absorbing the mind more in Krishna, more in Krishna, more in Krishna. Gradually, mind develops that taste. We are exposing the mind. We are giving him opportunity to experience something more. And when he starts liking it, then it becomes natural. Then the mind says, let's go. So mind needs to be trained.
And the intelligence can be pure, or intelligence can be, like as you mentioned, the intelligence has gone also polluted.
Yes.
To clean that up, it is like the knowledge, the
Yes.
jnana, the shastras.
Hearing helps to sharpen the intellect. Holy name helps to sharpen the mind. Or fix the mind.
Thank you.
So we do both. We do Kirtan also, we discuss Bhagavad Gita.
Mind and intelligence. both.
Okay, any last question? Not last for this life.